Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle, Reiki, spiritual healer. And some of my clients and followers have asked me to talk about black magic. And so since it is in alignment with what we are talking about this week, the social injustice of all of those who have sent negative energy into our community, those of our parents, our neighbors who have integrated with the type of energy that we are talking about, social injustice, the laws that have been made. And so we want to talk about these types of attacks on our mind, on our body, the black matter that has been sent to manipulate your will, the entities that have been attached to persons in your family, in your community, in society at large, in order to attack you with your food, with stagnation, attacks upon your health to control you. And mainly, this is what these types of attacks are supposed to do in your life. They're supposed to keep you stagnated. They're supposed to make you sick so that the entities can be rewarded, so that they can control you, so that they can control the gifts that God has given you. So this is why it's very important that you call your power back and you move away from these people who have been attacking you with black matter, who have been manipulating you most of your life or all of your life, on your jobs, in business, in community. And those people who are attacking us, the government narcissists, we have to make sure that we are moving away from these people because they have been identified. And the black matter that they have been sending to us is to control the gifts that God has given to the chosen ones among us, the ones of us who have the understanding, the knowledge, who will make these types of, ideas and have these types of ideas. And they will take these ideas, they will take them and they will benefit from them, and they don't want to give you anything. And this is why they want to control the gifts. They want to control the blessings of God that are up on the chosen ones, who have been blessed with certain knowledge, so that they can control it, so that they can control you. And you don't want anything except, to be looked at as you are the famous person. You don't own anything, and you will not own any rights to what God has given you. So with many of these understandings, a lot of our people have been manipulated into, having ease and comfort, because the entity has created a society where you are under attack, where you are under peril, where you are, under trials and duress most of your life. So a lot of the chosen ones who have given their gifts, their blessings, over into the entity, who have integrated with the entity, then they are understanding now that they are being abandoned by the entity. A lot of our forefathers who have given themselves over into the entity in order to have control of certain people by using addictive measures, by using the measures that the entities and the colonizers have pushed into our system to sacrifice our men and women, to have control over the women in spaces that they should not have control without, being married to them. So these are the types of manipulations that our fathers and some of our mothers have been given over into, to integrate into this type of manipulative society situations in our homes, to not, interpret the books, and not to interpret the holy books correctly, so that the chosen one, men and women, have no knowledge of these types of attacks upon them. So when the holy spaces have been compromised, when the homes have been compromised, and they are using the black magic, they are using these types of attacks upon the food. They have sent black matter into your food. You have eaten this black matter into your soul. And now we are understanding that the entities do not keep their promises. They will abandon you. And a lot of our fathers and our mothers are now coming under attack, punishment, and wrath from the entity because they could not continue to control us in that way, by misinterpreting and misunderstanding, by manipulating, what God would have them, do the right thing with. And they have chosen to follow that way. So they have been abandoned again, where a lot of them are alone in their old age. They do not have their children or their grandchildren because they have done so many malevolent acts and sent this black matter, and they have been found out. Now that we are able to cleanse these areas of our lives from this black matter that we had eaten. Again, a lot of you didn't even know that it was being directed at you in order to stagnate you so that they could have your spiritual gifts, that the entity was rewarding your parents. They were rewarding the people in your community so that they could, have your gifts, so that they could take those blessings for themselves. So these types of attacks are being returned to sender with every cleansing. And those of us who have returned back to religion, the holy books, a religious understanding of what the holy books are saying, the religious sects where we congregate with like-minded people who want to cleanse the negative energy that has been controlling us, that was controlling our parents, that's trying to control our children. And some of these malevolent entities have used different types of manipulation. Again, in the music, in movies, these frequencies are prevalent, but in many cases, they have been attacking you most of your life without your knowledge. They have been trying to sacrifice you without your knowledge. And these officials, these high officials that have sent these types of attacks through our parents, our forefathers, our mothers, they are not chosen ones. So therefore, that negative energy, once we start cleansing that negative energy, it goes back to them because they have removed themselves from a position of security. They have removed themselves of a position of being shielded, because they have accepted the integration for the power and the downfall of the chosen ones that were in their family, that were their children. They have manipulated a lot of their children with clinical drugs, that to put them on drugs to make them sick and to put them on drugs in society in order to, keep control over their minds and their bodies. So we have cleansed this negative energy, and we are seeing a lot of that negative energy be returned to sender. It is returned to those who have integrated and set out to use this black magic as a weapon, against our bodies, our mind, our health, our finances, in order to siphon that negative energy, and harvest that kind of energy attack upon the chosen ones, upon the ones who were called, who have the calling upon their lives. So, like I say, everyone is not chosen. Everyone is not going to be able to carry out these attacks because God has protected a lot of you from their attacks. You're able to see, who they are, or you're definitely able to see that, you can't go around your family because they're abusive, they're toxic, they're demonic. That's because they have been against you and they're trying to bring you back into alignment, under control with black magic. The frequencies, the dark frequencies that they've sent out to your hearts and your minds so that it can become a generational curse in your life, so that it can be a festering health problem in your life. And so our closeness to God, our closeness and connection to God is how we shed light on these dark entities in our life. So I hope you received this message. Please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. Book your one-on-one sessions, book your life coaching sessions, or your video chat sessions. You can also do a consultation with me so that I can acclimate a gift to your situation. Book your donations with me as well, so that we can build a different kind of cleansing facility for all of us, so that you will have a free reign in order to speak about your situations, in order to create classrooms, in order to speak about these types of issues that have been going on in your life, from childhood into adulthood. So I thank you all for your support. Please like, share, and subscribe to me. I'm High Oracle, Reiki spiritual healer. Assalamu alaikum.